All right, just a few more minutes. I'm making a cup of coffee and then I'll start. Cool. All right. All right. The Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. Text adventure. Now, in this one, yes, Douglas Adams did collaborate with Infocom on this one, and they teamed him up with Steve Maretsky, the writer of the last game I played on here, Planetfall. And I had this for both my Commodore 64, and then I also bought it again, and it must have been the Windows 3.11 days when Activision released the Lost Treasures of Infocom. And I think it was about 20 of the games. And the Commodore 64 packaging was pretty much the same as this Atari packaging here on the screen. And you got feelies. And I'll show those in a second. But with the you just got black and white copies of the game manuals with that one. And I'm not sure how you would go about purchasing this game today. I just don't know. I don't know if Activision has it available or not. I suspect they don't. You might have to go look somewhere for it, like I don't know, Exodus or something. I don't know, but it's a pretty good one. And you know, like I said, it was a collaboration with Steve Maretsky and Douglas Adams, and Infocom did one more game with Douglas Adams called Bureaucracy. And back in the 80s, when you got this, you got what they called feelies. So you got a don't panic button, some pocket fluff, and there's the orders for the destruction of your house, the peril sensitive sunglasses, which of course are just black cardboard and stuff. So there's all that. Oh yeah, and your an empty plastic bag with your microscopic space fleet. How many times has this happened to you? Now see the universe with the safe, sure, money-saving way with the Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. Mega Dodo Publications. Oh, and yes, the universe can be yours for less than 30 Altarian dollars per day. And of course, like with the Lost Treasures of Infocom, you just got black and white copies of this stuff. So let's go CD into my interactive fiction folder. And I went ahead and just copied the Z5 file, I think it is. Let's see, Frotz, Hitch, hick.z5. Alright, let's just see if that works first. I think that's it. Yep. Alright. So here we go. Okay, 1984. All right, coffee. The Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, Infocom Interactive Fiction, a science fiction story. Copyright 1984 by Infocom, Incorporated, all rights reserved. You wake up. The room is spinning very gently round your head, or at least it would be if you could see it, which you can't. It is pitch black. Well, open eyes? They are. Alright. Turn on light. Oh, that worked. Good day. Or wait. Good start to the day. Pity it's going to be the worst one of your life. The light is now on. Bedroom. In the bed. The bedroom is a mess. It is a small bedroom with a faded carpet and old wallpaper. There is a wash basin, a chair with dressing gown slung over it, and a window with the curtains drawn. Near the exit leading south is a phone. There is a flathead screwdriver here outside the bed. There is a toothbrush here outside the bed. Hey, Lizzie. Well, examine gown. The dressing gown is faded and battered, and is clearly a garment which has seen better decades. It has a pocket which is closed and a small loop at the back of the collar. All right, stand. Very difficult. You manage it, but you manage it. The room is still spinning, and it dips and sways a bit. Get down. Luckily, this is large enough for you to get a hold of. You notice something in the pocket. Wear gown. You are now wearing your gown. Open pocket. Opening your gown reveals a buffered analgesic, pocket fluff, and a thing your aunt gave you, which you don't know what it is. It's going pretty good. I applied some cement to the dome today where it was thick. Where it was thin. Excuse me. Get analgesic. You swallow the tablet. After a few seconds, the room begins to calm down and behave in an orderly manner. Your terrible headache goes. All right. Oh, we got... Oh, I might as well save up to this point. All right. Look again. Open curtain. Whoops. Does that work? As you part your curtains, you see that it is a bright morning. The sun is shining. The birds are singing. The meadows are blooming. And a large yellow bulldozer is advancing on your home. Well, okay, let's get all... Oh boy. Flathead screwdriver taken. Toothbrush. As you pick up the toothbrush, a tree outside the window collapses. There is no casual relationship between these two events. Telephone. You pick up the receiver. Oh boy, don't know if I. Oh well. A moment later, the dialing tone is suddenly cut off. Glancing through the window, you can't help but notice the large old oak tree, of which you are particularly fond, crashing down through the phone cable. Shouldn't you be taking more interest in the events in the world around you while you got it? Cast a rust spell on the bulldozer. I wonder if you could do that if this was Enchanter, maybe. Oh, I guess we got to go south. Front porch. This is the enclosed front porch of your home. Your front garden lies to the south, and you can re-enter your home to the north. On the doormat is a pile of junk mail. Read mail. There are many pieces of mail. Most are from some computer company called Infocom, which wants you to buy their games. Hidden underneath is an official letter from the local council, dated some 2 years ago, and inexplicably not delivered till now, explaining that a demolition order has been served on your home, and the date of demolition is today's date. Well, I guess we got to go south. There isn't no much point in going back into the house. You can enter your home to the north. A path leads around it to the northeast and northwest, and a country lane is visible to the south. All that lies between your home and the huge yellow bulldozer bearing down on it is a few yards of mud. Mr. Prosser, from the local town, standing on the other side of the bulldozer. He seems to be wearing a digital watch. He looks startled to see you emerge and yells at you to get out of the way. The bulldozer rumbles slowly towards your home. Lie and lay in front of bulldozer? I might be overcomplicating this. Oh shoot, oh wait, I want to inventory. Oh boy, you're right. I didn't get the mail. I read the mail, but I didn't get the mail. Thank you. So, I'm going to have to restore. Thank you. Yep. Okay, so. And I'm not going to try to get the telephone receiver this time. Get screwdriver. Get toothbrush. South. Get mail. South. And here we're back to where we just, okay, we're back here. Lie down. That works. You lie down in the path of the advancing bulldozer. Prosser yells at you to, for Christ's sake, move. Alright, let's wait. The bulldozer thunders toward you. The ground is shaking beneath you as you lie in the mud. Wait some more. The noise of the giant bulldozer violently loud that you can't even hear Prosser yelling to warn you that you will be killed if you don't get the hell out of the way. You just see him gesticulating wildly. Alright, hopefully I'm not going to be as flat as a pancake. Here we go. Let's try this. Alright. With a terrible grinding of gears, the bulldozer comes to an abrupt halt just in front of you. It shakes, shudders, and emits noxious substances all over your rose bed. Prosser is incoherent with rage. Moments later, your friend Ford Perfect arrives. He hardly seems to notice your predicament, but keeps glancing nervously at the sky. Hello, Arthur. Takes a towel from his battered leather satchel and offers it to you. Refused towel. Not taken. Ford glances uncomfortably at the sky. He offers you the towel again. So let's do it again. Alright. Ford seems oblivious to your trouble. So you ask Ford, "What about my home?" He looks startled, then guilty. He starts to say something and stops. He starts to say something else and stops. Suddenly, he seems to see the bulldozer for the first time, stops starting to say things, and starts. Blah, blah, blah. He seems to come to a momentous decision. Says he has something of earth-shattering importance to tell you, and he stresses the importance of a quick drink at the Horse and Groom. Pointing toward Prosser, you exclaim, "But that man wants to knock my house down." Ford goes off for a quiet Prosser. From where you're lying, you cannot hear what's happening, although they seem deeply engrossed in conversation. Time passes. Ford and Prosser stop talking and approach you. Ford says that Prosser has agreed to lie in your place so that the two of you can. Reluctantly, Prosser steps forward and lies down in front of the bulldozer. You stand up. Alright, I'm going to save again. I don't think we need to change the name yet. I think we're good here. Examine Ford. Ford Prefect. Ford, urging you to follow, hurries toward the country lane. Let's see if this works. Yep, that works. In a state of anxiety and confusion, you follow Ford down the lane. Right? We wish we could crush Prosser. Country Lane. The road runs from your home to the north toward the village pub to the west. Ford Prefect is here. Come along, Arthur, says Ford impatiently, and enters the pub. Okay, let's follow Ford again. All right. The pub is pleasant and cheerful and full of pleasant and cheerful people who don't know they've got about 12 minutes to live and are therefore having a spot of lunch. Some music is playing on an old jukebox. The exit is east. Ford Prefect is here. There is a barman serving at the bar. Behind the bar is a shelf. It is full of the sort of items you find on shelves behind bars in pubs. Ford buys lots of beer and offers half to you. Muscle relaxant, he says impenetrably. Alright, let's examine bar. Nothing on the bar. Alright, drink beer. Drink the beer, urges Ford. It will help cushion your system against the coming shock of the matter transference beam. Order a martini, shaken, not stirred. It's a very good beer. Brewed by a small local company. You particularly like its flavor, which is why you woke up feeling so wretched this morning. You were at somebody's birthday party here in the pub last night. You begin to relax and enjoy yourself. Someone Ford mentions that he's from the small planet in the vicinity of Betelgeuse, not from Guildford as he usually claims. You take it in your stride and say, "Oh yes, which part?" Hey, I'm going to try that. Order a martini. It doesn't know the word martini. Drink the beer, urges Ford. There's lots of beer here. Alright, drink beer. It is really pleasant stuff, with a very good dry, nutty flavor, some light froth on top, and a deep color. It is at exactly room temperature. You reflect that the world cannot be all bad when there are such pleasures in it. Ford mentions that the world is going to end in about 12 minutes. Examine shelf. On the shelf behind the bar is the usual array of bottles, glasses, and soggy beer mats. Some packets of peanuts and a plate of uninviting cheese sandwiches. It's been so long since I played this game, but something tells me I need that cheese sandwich for some reason. The barman gives you a cheese sandwich. The bread is like the stuff that stereos come packed in. The cheese would be great for rubbing out spelling mistakes. And margarine and pickle have performed an undefined chemical reaction to produce something that shouldn't be, but is, turquoise. Since it is clearly unfit for human consumption, you are grateful to be charged only £1 for it. Drink the beer, urges Ford. It will help cushion your system against the coming shock of the matter transference beam. Drink beer. Oh boy. There is a distant crash, which Ford explains is nothing to worry about. Probably just your house being knocked down. Alright, so the exit is to the east. Okay. He didn't tell us to drink beer that time, so let's try going east. Hopefully we drank enough beer. Yeah, I think it has to, I'm not sure about this. I'm not sure about this at all, but I think that if you don't give the dog the sandwich, he eats a microscopic space. Anyway, further on in the game, and it's, if I remember right, it's pretty far into it. I think if you give the dog the sandwich, he doesn't eat the microscopic blah blah blah. So I think this is something that you don't find out. I'm not exactly sure. I don't remember it exactly, but give sandwich. To dog. Alright. Yeah, yep, okay. I was right. The dog is deeply moved, with powerful sweeps of its tail, that it regards this cheese sandwich as one of the great cheese sandwiches. 9 out of 10 pet owners could happen by at this point in any preference they pleased, but this dog would spurn both them and all their tins. This is a dog which has met its main sandwich. It eats with passion and ignores a passing microscopic space fleet. Yeah, I think so. If you don't do that, it eats the microscopic space fleet. And if I remember right, you don't even know that you missed this till you're like halfway through the game. It's cool. Disaster averted. Save. I think we can still use that same save file. Okay, my home's to the north. And I fed the dog. Cool. Yeah, it is a pretty mean puzzle. I don't know if you saw the one episode I did of Planetfall. I had the magnet and the lower elevator card in my inventory at the same time. And I didn't know that I ruined that card until an hour later. So I walked around with a bad card for an hour before the game let me know, oh, you messed up an hour ago, buddy. Yep, these old text adventures were cruel like that. Alright, so my home's to the north. You reach the site of what was your home. It is now a pile of rubble. Mr. Prosser looks sheepishly triumphant, a trick few people can do, as it requires a lot of technically complex deltoid muscle work. Front of house. Mr. Prosser, from the local council, is standing on the other side of the bulldozer. He seems to be wearing a digital watch. Oh, right. I'm in front of the house. Prosser's in front of the house. I gotta... What else would you do? Do I gotta say with fist? Okay, let's just hit Prosser. Whoa. You muck up all his fancy facial work. This is the last moment of satisfaction you will experience for some time. Oh boy, I wonder. I might need the peanuts. It seems like I need the peanuts also. Unless Ford got some peanuts. Well, I guess we'll find out here pretty soon. Oh well. Okay, here we go. With a noise between Led Zeppelin's farewell concert and the eruption of Krakatoa, a huge fleet of Vogon constructor ships flies overhead and announces that the Earth will be demolished to make way for a new hyperspace bypass in 2 of your Earth minutes. In all the turmoil, you drop the thing gave you, which you don't know what it is, and it rolls away. It is the least of your worries. Anyway, trying to get rid of it for years. Verbose. Whoops. Thank you. Let's just wait. The vast yellow ships thunder across the sky, sending waves of terror and panic in their wake. The voice of the Vogon captain slams across the country, insisting that the planning charts and orders have been available at the local planning office in Alpha Centauri for 50 years, and it's too late to start making a fuss about it now. Throughout the noise. Oh, come on, don't buffer. Throughout the noise, Ford is shouting at you. He removes a small black device from his satchel, but accidentally drops it at your feet. Device taken. Fierce gales whip across the land, and thunder bangs continuously through the air in the wake of the giant ships. Ford fights to reach you fierce. Further announcements from the Vogon captain make it clear that demolition will begin in just a few seconds. Examine device. The electronic sub-ether signaling device is shaped like a small fist with an extended thumb. Various lights along its knuckles are currently blinking wildly, indicating a spaceship in the vicinity. It has 2 small buttons, a red one labeled Call Engineer and a green one labeled Hitchhike. It bears a small label which reads another fine product of the Sirius Cybernetics Corporation. Affixed to the thumb is a lifetime guarantee. So let's see here. We need to push green button. Lights whirl sickeningly around your head. The ground arches away beneath your feet, and every atom of your being is an experience you're probably going to have to get used to. You are in dark. Look. Alright, let's see here. You can see nothing. feel nothing, hear nothing, taste nothing, smell nothing, and are not entirely certain who you are. That's all 5 senses. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's try inventory. Okay, did it change this time? You can hear nothing, smell nothing, taste nothing, see nothing, feel nothing, and are not even certain who you are. No, well, it just changed the order. Stand. You cannot hear anything, smell anything, feel anything, or taste anything, and do not even know where you are, or who you are, or how you got there. So let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, okay. Taste. Darkness. Alright. There is nothing you can see. Nothing you can hear. Nothing you can feel. You do not even know who you are. Taste, see, hear, feel. Smell. Smell darkness. It does smell a bit nice. There's something pungent being waved under your nose. Your head begins to clear. You can make out a shadow moving in the dark. Examine shadow. The shadow is vaguely Ford Prefect shaped. And we're in Vogon Hold. This is a squalid room filled with grubby mattresses, unwashed cups, and unidentifiable bits of smelly alien underwear. Ew. A door lies to port, and an airlock lies to starboard. Oh boy. In the corner is a glass case with a switch and a keyboard. It looks like the glass case contains an atomic vector plotter. Along one wall is a tall dispensing machine. Ford removes the bottle of the Santrogenian mineral water, which he's been waving under your nose. He tells you that you are aboard a Vogon spaceship. Do some peanuts. Okay, cool. We lucked out. We didn't have to buy the peanuts. And I'm going to Vogon hold. Okay. So now we've got a new save point. And of course we want to eat the peanuts. I'm pretty sure you feel stronger as the peanuts replace some of the protein you lost in the matter transference beam. Alright. Open case. It won't budge. Press switch. Okay, so right? I had it on my Commodore 64. I'm trying to remember if I won it back then or not. I have won it before, but I definitely played it on the Commodore 64. Because there was like a group of 3 of us that was kind of working on it together. All right. Examine machine. Oh boy. The dispenser is tall, has a button at eye level, and says Babel Fish in large letters. Anything dispensed would probably come out the slot at around knee level. It bears a small label which reads, "Another fine product of the Sirius Cybernetics Corporation." Ford yawns. Ford yawns. Matter transference always tires me out. I'm going to take a nap. He places something on top of his satchel. If you have any questions, here's the Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, footnote 14. Ford lowers his voice to answer. I'm not supposed to tell you this, but you'll never be able to finish the game without consulting the guide about lots of stuff. As he curls up in a corner and begins snoring, you pick up the Hitchhiker's Guide. Is this is that a valid command? Oh, it is a valid command. Cool. Oh yeah, the Babel Fish. I guess I'll have to see. Oh yeah, let's see how. The Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy is also the name of a terrific work of interactive fiction by Douglas Adams and S. Eric Moretsky. But then again, you must already know that, since you bought one. I will try footnote 666. There is no footnote 666, but that's a good call. All right. Here we go. Push button. Oh, push dispenser button. Oh, come on. All right. A single Babel fish shoots out of the slot. It sails across the room and through a small hole in the wall just under a metal hook. Right? All right, get towel. hang towel on hook. Alright. Get gown. Hang gown on hook. Remove gown. Thank you for giving me the verb, game. Okay, hang gown. The gown is now hanging from the hook. Alright, let's try that. Push button. Dispenser. That does work. Alright, so. A single babel fish shoots out of the slot. It sails across the room and hits the dressing gown. The fish slides down the sleeve of the gown and falls to the floor, vanishing through the grating of an thereto unnoticed drain. Alright, so does that work? Get toe. Uh-huh. Alright. Push dispenser button. A single babel fish shoots out of the slot. It sails across the room and hits the dressing gown. The fish slides down the sleeve of the gown and falls to the floor, landing on the towel. A split second later, a teeny cleaning robot whizzes across the floor, grabs the fish, and continues its breakneck pace toward a teeny robot panel at the base of the wall. The robot zips through the and is gone. Right? And I'm not even going to try to read that. So, get satchel. Cover panel with satchel. Push dispenser button. A single babel fish shoots out of the slot. It sails across the room and hits the dressing gown. The fish slides down the sleeve of the gown and falls to the floor, landing on the towel. A split second later, a teeny cleaning robot whizzes across the floor, grabs the fish, and continues its breakneck pace toward a teeny robot panel at the base of the wall. The robot plows into the satchel, sending the babel fish flying through the air in a graceful arc. A small upper half of the room cleaning robot flies into the room, catches the babel fish, which is all the flying junk it can find, and exits. An announcement is coming over the ship's intercom. Jibber gibberish. Gibber gibber. Okay, do I? Cover. Does this work? Okay, that works. The loose pile of junk mail is now sitting on the satchel. An announcement is coming over the ship's intercom. Garbly-gook, garbly-gook, and... Push dispenser button. Whoa! Alright, I got the fish. A single babel fish shoots out of the slot. It sails in the gown. The fish slides down the sleeve of the gown and falls to the floor, landing on the towel. A split second later, a teeny cleaning robot whizzes across the floor and grabs the fish and continues its breakneck pace toward a teeny robot panel at the base of the wall. The robot plows into the satchel, sending the babel fish flying through the air in a graceful arc, surrounded by a cloud mail. Another robot flies in and begins madly collecting the cluttered plume of mail. The babel fish continues its flight, landing with a loud squish in your ear. Yes! Alright. So we got the fish. An announcement is coming over the ship's intercom. This is the captain. My instruments show that we've picked up a couple hitchhikers. I hate freeloaders, and when my guards find you, I'll have you thrown into space. On second thought, maybe I'll read you some of my poetry first. Repeating. Alright, save. Got fish. Alright. Turn switch. Okay, I think I need to write that down. This could be something that is semi-random. So to open the case, type in the third word. Third word. From the second verse. Of favorite poem. Of Captain's favorite poem. Alright, so I got myself my little note now. Photographic memory aid, old-fashioned pen and paper. And, alright. I'm going to stretch my legs a little bit. And I'll be right back. I've been sitting here for an hour. And how's the coffee doing? Maybe I'll have some tea. The coffee's almost gone. So yeah, I'm going to just take a couple minutes. Be right back. Right? It was a fast hour. Here's the Scrappy Deck too. Yeah, they're good boys. Really? What are you all talking about? Yeah. We'll figure something out. Mm-hmm. Yeah. These are good boys. Okay, where's my tea bags? Where's my tea bag, Scrappy? Or is I just gonna make some more coffee? I'm just gonna make more coffee. Yeah. Fresh filter because I really messed that one up. I should be sponsored by Boostero. Theater is a really good interactive fiction game. I don't think I've played that one. Nope, no snow, just wind. Not even rain. I have played Spider and Web by Andrew Plotkin. That one's really good. And one called Babel 32 or something like that. Let me see. Anchorhead wasn't bad. I had trouble with it towards the end, but Anchorhead was pretty fun. Babel 31. That one was really good. Lost Pig. I actually got a request to play Lost Pig. But Babel 31 was really good. Lost Pig's not bad. Lost Pig's fun. And like I said, I've got a request for that one. And the thing about Moonwrecked is it's a real nice quickie. It's probably like a couple 2-hour game, but it's just a real quick. It's all right. But this Babel 31 was really good. Andromeda Apocalypse. That one you do want to use Gargoyle. There is I think there is a Z file version, but what do we get here? The G Blorb's a lot better, and I don't think Frot's a read that. I think I got to use Gargoyle on that one. But that one, I like this one. I think this is the first one. Anyway, I like the first one. I think it's a 3-part series, and I started to play the second one, and I didn't like the second one so much, but the first one was really good on the Andromeda series. Tangle, Spider and Web, that was a good one. And a lot of these I haven't played, but I have played and got through Lost Pig. I was a Change in the Weather I've played. I don't remember it. Anyway. Alright, so where we are. I think I've played the Phototopenia or whatever it is. Aren't you some kind of winged creature or something? I have played that one. I don't remember. It's been a while. Endless Quest is another one. I'm guessing maybe I've gotten halfway through it, and like half of it's old school text adventure, and the other half's new school text adventure, and you go back between the. But I haven't. I got stuck on it and just gave up on it. But that was years ago. All right. I think all I can do now is wait for us to. Whoops. Wait to. Wait to go listen to some. What's the name of it? Which it? Babel. Yeah, Babel 32. I don't know. Here we are. Endless Quest, I think, is well, let me Interactive fiction. I didn't finish it, so it should be Endless Quest. That's PDF. But that Endless Quest, I'm surprised. Maybe it's here. I know I've played that. I'm surprised I... Huh. Maybe it's Nameless Quest. I'm gonna try that. Let's sorry about this. Open, was it nameless.z8? Alright. Oops. Typed a comma instead of a period. Yep. Because it starts out Nameless Quest, and it's at some point it turns from Endless Quest to Nameless Quest. Yep, that's it. Endless Quest, Nameless Quest. So it starts out as Nameless Quest, and at some point in the game, Nameless Quest version. Yep. So yeah, this is, I got stuck on this one, but it's pretty good. Sorry. Well, anyway, back to Nameless Quest or Endless. It's confusing. Guards burst in and grab you and Ford, who come slowly awake. They drag you down the corridor to a large cabin where they strap you into large menacing chairs. Right at I forgot what I was going to say. It's a pretty good. It's good. Newer one. Captain's quarters. In the Poetry Appreciation Chair. This is the cabin of the Vogon Captain. You and Ford are strapped into Poetry Appreciation Chairs. The captain is indescribably hideous, indescribably blubbery, and indescribably mid to dark green. He is holding samples of his favorite poetry. If he's going to read us his poetry, mutters Ford, sweating profusely, just pray he softens us up with some cudgels first. Hello, hitchhikers, begins the Vogon captain. I've decided to read you a verse of my poetry. Oh boy. Wait. Okay. O freddled grunt bugly, thy nocturations are to me. Alright. Enjoy poetry. If I remember right. You realize that, although the Vogon poetry is indeed astoundingly bad, worse things happen at sea, and in fact at school. With an effort for which Hercules himself would have patted you on the back, you grit your teeth and enjoy the stuff. as plurtled gabble blotchits on lurgid bee. Now, that's still the first verse, isn't it? I'll never, oh, I'm going to write this down. I don't think it's the right word, but I'm going to write it down. It's because if I don't, it might just come back to harm me. So let's enjoy poetry again. Hey, let's not overdo it, okay? Group, I implore thee, my fountain turling drones. And hooptitiously drangle me with crinkly bindle wurgles, or I will rend thee in the gobber warts with my burgle cruncheon. See if I don't. Okay, cool, I was right. That was also the first verse. You looked like you enjoyed my poem, I think. Yes? I think I'll read the next verse also. So what are we looking for? Third word from the second. Okay, here we go. So it's actually Venchit is what I actually need to write down. V E N C H I T. I'm going to save this at poetry. And enjoy the poetry, of course. Fripping, Lycius, whim grunts, whilst moongravenly corzibs. Right, such language from a first class enchanter. Enchanter's fun. I remember that one. I remember really liking Enchanter a lot. That's another one I was considering. Before I had decided on Zork 2, and then, but the Hitchhiker's Guide 1. So we need to, yeah, just keep enjoying poetry. I'm not reading this, guys. Okay, here we are. Since you somehow managed to survive 2 verses of my poetry, I have no choice but to space you. Guards. A guard grabs you and Ford and drags you toward the hold. Ford whispers, "Don't worry, I'll think of something." Alright. And then Enchanter's another one that you have to eat and sleep. Squalid room. Turn switch, or press switch. Type Ven shit. Maybe I gotta put it in quotes. The glass case opens. Alright, nice. Whew. Okay. So what's that thing called? Plotter. Ford continues to talk to guard. Get plotter. Towel. Alright, what else we got? Okay, so we still have the satchel. The guard says, well, all things considered, I guess I like being a guard. Especially the shouting. Resistance is useless. Oh man, I didn't get the satchel. I wonder if I messed up. I hope I don't need... Huh. You have no tea, a towel, a plotter thing. I didn't get my gown back either. But Ford points at the outer door. In about 2 minutes, it will open and will be ejected into the vacuum of space. But don't panic. I'll think of something. Ford produces a pencil. Alright, here we are. Ford's eyes light up. Do you still have the electronic sub-ether auto hitchhiking the? At that moment, the airlock door opens, and you and Ford are blown out into space. Right? Your elbow must have struck some key on the Hitchhiker's Guide because it begins droning out an entry. Coincidentally enough, the entry on space. If you hyperventilate and then empty your lungs, you will last about 30 seconds in the vacuum of space. However, because space is so vastly, hugely, mind-bogglingly big, getting picked up by another ship within those 30 seconds is almost infinitely improbable. Footnote 9. Precisely 29 seconds later, Ford are scooped up by a passing ship. Gasping for air, you pass out. Well, we might as well go footnote 9. Unfortunately, you couldn't hear a word of it because sound doesn't travel in a vacuum. That's funny. And here we are in the dark. Should I save? Heart of Gold. Look. You can hear nothing, smell nothing, taste nothing, see nothing, feel nothing, and are not even certain who you are. There's nothing you can taste, see, hear, feel, smell. You see nothing, feel nothing, hear nothing, taste nothing, smell nothing. You see nothing, feel nothing, taste nothing, smell nothing. Listen. You hear the deep and distant hum of a star drive coming from above. There is an exit to port. Port. I wonder if I should draw a map. Look. I'll try that. West. Port. Up. Weird. We were lying about the exit to port. There is an exit aft. Okay. You emerge from a small doorway. Entry bay number 2. This is an entry bay for the Heart of Gold. A corridor lies aft of here. There is a sales brochure here. This looks like that incredible new infinite improbability drive spaceship, the Heart of Gold, says Ford with growing excitement. Announcement. This is Eddie, the shipboard computer. We have just picked up 2 hitchhikers at an improbability factor of 2 to the 21,914 power to 1 against. Read brochure. Taking the sales brochure first. Equipped with a sensational breakthrough in improbability physics, the Heart of Gold will make you the envy of every major government. When the ship's infinite improbability drive is activated, the Heart of Gold passes through every point in the universe simultaneously, making travel to any single location a breeze, right? Play the lottery. The sales brochure goes on to describe the ship's complement of Sirius Cybernetics, corporation-designed robots and computers, all equipped with GPP, genuine people personalities. Come on, let's look for the bridge. You follow forward, and eventually you come to the bridge. Alright. This is the bridge of the Heart of Gold. A gangway leads down, and steam comes from an entrance to port. Next to the control console is Eddie, the shipboard computer. At the controls, and apparently expecting you and Ford are a man with more than the usual number of heads. The name Zaphod is stitched on his shirt, and a dark-haired woman holding a handbag both seem somehow familiar. There is a molecular hyperwave pincer here. All right. I'm gonna save Heart of Gold because this is it's a good stopping point. It's been an hour and a half. It's a good, and we've got on to the Examine Woman. You see nothing special about Trillion. You're welcome. Thank you for showing up and making the chat animated. Thank you for watching. Hey Zaphod, how you doing? Says Ford. He's cool. Not bad, Ford. Great to see you, replies Zaphod. He's cooler. You suddenly realize that the woman is Tricia McMillian, call me Trillion, whom you were trying to pick up at a party in Islington just a few weeks ago, and that Zaphod is the guy she eventually left the party with. Odd. Yeah, I don't want to... Yeah, I'm just going to save it here. And I'll pick this up. I'll start here Tuesday night at the same time. 8 p.m. Mountain Day night. I'll do episode 2 of The Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. And then, of course, we'll start here on the Heart of Gold. We made it to the Heart of Gold spaceship, so that's good. I remembered more than I thought I would. So... and that'll be a normal thing. I'll do text adventure streams Sundays and Tuesdays at 8 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. And it looks like after I make it through it looks like after the Hitchhiker's Guide, it looks like Lost Pig will be next after we get through Hitchhikers. And then back to Infocom, but we'll take a break from Infocom for a second after I get through Hitchhikers. So I'm glad I made it onto the Heart of Gold. Hopefully I have everything I need. But I've got a lot of saves spaced out pretty good, so I should be okay. So thank you for watching. And we'll quit because we want to see what our score is. We are about to give you your score. Put on your peril-sensitive sunglasses now. Hit return or enter when ready. Your score is 85 of a possible 400 in 120 turns. Do you wish to leave the game? What, it's not even going to call me a space addict? Yes. Cool. Oh man, it's not going to tell me, it's not going to give me a label. Nice, you still have your black pieces of cardboard. I thought I'd hope it at least call me a space cadet or stupid human or something, right? Nope, just a score. So maybe we're maybe a fifth of the way through the game, if the score is anything to go by. Oh well. Alright. Thank you for watching. And, yep, we'll see what we can accomplish on the Heart of Gold when I come back on Tuesday. Hit subscribe and like and all that fun stuff.